on, Dolphins? It's your boy Dillon. I'm coming back to you today with a quick hit version of the show. Got a couple things I just wanted to update you guys on, let you know about. And I actually saw this article. I just now saw this article that I want to say something about because it kind of irritated me a little bit. So we'll get to that in a second. The first things I wanted to say, though, are, one, it seems now that it is official that the Dolphins will be moving their training facility to the land adjoining, some of the land adjoining to the stadium. So the new training facility will be built on that land and will be connected. You know, they want to bring all aspects of the team together. They want to have the football and the business side and the marketing side and all that stuff together. It makes a lot more sense, honestly. I mean, from my understanding, it's like 13 miles away, I think. What is his name? Tom Garfinkel. There we go. Jeez. Blank there for a second. Tom Garfinkel, I think he mentioned that last night, or not last night, Thursday night at the preseason game. It's like 13 miles away right now, Baptist Health Training Facility. And, you know, he talked about it. They just kind of outgrew it. So that, you know, and obviously they've been talking for a little bit now about moving, and I guess it's official. That is what they are going to be doing. I think it's great. They showed some conceptual plans for it. It looks nice. I think it'll be cool. So I just want to let you guys know about that. Also, I wanted to update you a little bit on Mike Hull's injury. It doesn't seem like it's too terribly bad. I don't have too much information right now. I couldn't find any additional information aside from just the initial diagnosis, the basic diagnosis for what happened. It definitely is a knee problem, but it looks like he just sprained his MCL, which is great news. That's huge news. We haven't had too many injuries. You know, we've been pretty good up to this point. Jake Brendel was out, but that's just, you know, they're just being cautious with him. William Hayes, they're just being cautious with him. Isaiah Ford played, even though he had, you know, he's had a bit of a shoulder injury, and performed well. But Mike Hull, it's an MCL, which means that it's just a sprain. It's not a you know, full tear. It's not a major tear. A sprain is like a you know, partial tear, small tear. But it heals by itself, as opposed to the ACL, which does not heal on its own. So that's really great news. That means he should be out for a few weeks, but then be able to come back and be all right. So hopefully, if it's not too bad, then maybe by the start of the regular season, maybe he'll be ready to go. If not, then, you know, hopefully, you know, not too far into the season, maybe a couple weeks into the season, he should be good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this article right now because this really upset me. It's an article from Pro Football Talk, and it says police unions pull out of Dolphins game over anthem issue. Police officers in South Florida are being urged by their unions not to buy Dolphins tickets or ask for refunds if they've already purchased tickets as a result of Dolphins players kneeling during the national anthem before the preseason opener. Before I continue on with this, I want to say something about that. If you're unaware, if anybody who, you know, watches this is unaware of what a union does, right? A union is designed specifically to represent the better interests of the people that, you know, they're representing. So, you know, there's teachers unions, there's steelworker unions, there's, right, the NFLPA, right? That's the union for the players, right? So, you know, and they try and they work for better working conditions, right? So when unions first came around, I mean, that was one of their primary jobs. Increased quality working conditions, higher pay, right? Stuff like that. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that a union a person, or I'm sorry, an entity, not a person, an entity that is supposed to look out for the rights of, a certain group of people, right? Because it's the police union. Obviously, they're not charged with the rights of all people, but they are an entity, an organization that is supposed to be there for the rights of a certain group of people. So why is a group, an organization that is supposed to be looking after the rights of people, being upset that the players are protesting and trying to stand up for their rights, for, a broad group of people's rights? Now, let's think about that. I know, guys, I know I didn't want to, turn this into a whole political thing. I don't like talking about politics on this podcast, but I am going to for a minute. Think about how crazy that is. So, the police unions are upset that players in the NFL are protesting social injustices, primarily the shooting and killing of unarmed black men. Think about that for a second. The police unions, designed to look out for civil rights, for the rights of a group of people, is upset about other people standing up for their rights. But it's funny that it's the police unions telling the police officers not to buy tickets to the Dolphins games because certain Dolphins players are protesting the police officers killing them. Not them, obviously, not the players in particular, but there have been Brandon Albert. There was a video of police harassing, and I believe they tased Brandon Albert. We all know Brandon Albert. He played for us. He was our left tackle for a while. He was Laramie Tunsil's mentor in the first year. This is absolutely ridiculous. And let me say this to all Dolphins fans, because I know that there are a lot of Dolphins fans out there that disagree with this whole protesting thing. First of all, if you have any disagreement with that, then either one of two things. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but either you're incredibly stupid and ignorant, you just don't understand the nuances of the things that are going on in our country, or you're just a bigot, racist, and you just don't give a fuck about the rights of other people. Pardon my language, but you just don't care about the rights of other people. Now, I'm not addressing all Dolphins fans, because I know all Dolphins, you can't address a group of people with blanket, whatever, right? Not all Dolphins fans are the same. I'm a Dolphins fan, and I don't think that way. But any Dolphins fan who sides on the side of cops shooting unarmed people is absolutely ridiculous. Any American that fights for that or agrees with that does not understand what this country was supposed to be built and founded on, and does not agree with the things that our Constitution and our Declaration of Independence and so on stand for. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut that there. I'm gonna read the rest of this article. The Broward County PBA recently offered our members discounts to a Miami Dolphins game because that franchise said they were going to honor all first responders. The Broward County Police Benevolent Association said on Facebook, "We entered into this partnership with the understanding that the Dolphins organization would require their players to stand for the national anthem. This did not happen at last night's preseason game against Tampa Bay. First and foremost, the Dolphins have never actually said that they are going to make anyone stand. And in fact, the only definitive statements made by anyone is that they're not going to do that. Secondly, the Dolphins honor the fucking, excuse my language, first responders, firefighters, cops, all that, all the time. The military, all the time. And again, this protest is not about disrespecting the military or first responders. It's about social injustices. It's about certain demographics being murdered on the streets for no reason. It's absolutely insane. As a result, the BCPBA will no longer participate in this ticket program, and we are asking all of our members, as well as members of the Dade County PBA and Palm Beach County PBA, not to participate either. If you have already purchased tickets to this game, we encourage you to call the Dolphins ticket office to request a refund, because this organization obviously, and they put this in caps, does not honor first responders and the dangers they put themselves in every day. That is absolutely ridiculous and absurd. The Palm Beach County Police Benevolent Association posted the same message. Dolphins Kenny Stills and Albert Wilson kneeled, and Robert Quinn raised a fist before Thursday night's game. Players have said they are protesting during the anthem to bring attention to civilians killed by police officers. I'm digressing right now. I've read you the article. I've said my piece on it. I want this to be a short video, and I don't want this podcast to be, or this show to be political, because it's not. But obviously there's going to be a little bit of intertwining of those things, of football and politics this season. So I'll try and keep it to a minimum. But I had to add that into this video because I saw that, and it completely fucking, excuse my language, it completely, it blew my mind, it upset me, and it's just absurd. I'm so tired of people hating each other over differences between us. Anyway, listen, I'm not going to get into all that. I apologize for getting a little carried away there. The main things I wanted to talk about were the stadium, or rather the training facility getting moved to the stadium, and I wanted to update you on Mike Hull's injury. So with all that being said and all that being done, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed all my recent videos. I am working hard to improve it for you guys. I want to make this show as good as I can possibly make it for you. So bear with me and look forward to the changes and the updates that I do to all of this, to the show. I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe. Please share it with your friends. I'm really trying to grow this channel. I want to turn this into a real, high quality product for you guys. I'm really enjoying this. It's a lot of fun, and I'd like to grow it. I would like to turn it into a big thing. Shout out to TD Phins Talk, to Dougly Do Wrong, K Flexin, all these other podcasters that do Dolphins shows. They helped encourage me and inspire me to do one of my own. So help me grow this, guys. With that being said, like I said, subscribe, hit the like button, all that, and I will see you guys soon. Fins up.